Hello and welcome to another cue breakdown. We're looking at a victory style cue, and I'll put a playlist to loads more of these if you're interested in different styles. And don't forget, like and subscribe, always appreciated. What I'll do is play it through for you first, then we'll come back and see how I'll put it together. See you in a bit. Right, let's have a look at how it's all gone together. Okay, we started off with a piano sketch. And what I did was put in markers to remind me of which chords we were doing. But I think a good way of also seeing it is through the low brass track, because this pretty much tells the story of the entire cue. So if we just solo that. So from the notes, the MIDI notes you can see down the bottom there, this is basically picking out the bass, but we've got D and F. Then the D's and the F's speed up a bit, so building momentum. Then we bring it down for the middle section like we would normally do. Again, where we've got D, and then we've got just a solo lower F, and then we start building it up with more notes. So we go D, F, G, then we go D, E, F, G, D, E, F, G, all the way to the end. And to finish it off in that sort of victory style, after the G, we go A flat, B flat, C. Which is sort of a key change, but it makes for a nice ending. And these are played in octaves, and these first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are, the first 4 are Abbey Road One. I've also used Abbey Road One cymbals down there. So this was just to have a bit of a change from using BBC SO. Then we've got the trumpet part, which comes in here. Again, using it to build momentum as we go. And so on. So that's building through there. Then we've got the sparkling woodwinds. And there's 2 of these because the second one has an arpeggiator on it. So the first one I have just played in. But then when I wanted it to get a bit busier, what I've done is I'm holding down chords, but we've got the arpeggiator on, doing it up and down thing. 16th notes, variation 2, and over 1 octave. So that's a really quick way of putting in arpeggiated or ostinatos to your tracks. Then we've got the long strings. Holding up the chords. Then we've got sequence using a pad that's got some movement in it, and then later on we make sure it keeps following those ascending notes, because that's sort of the other point of a sort of victory cue. If you are going up the scale, it tends to make people feel more, well, victorious. Is kind of the point, isn't it? Then I've got 2 versions of Mosaic bass, and you notice they swap. So to start with, we've got this wide version, then it goes to pulsing. So that's the wide sound. But then we change it, so building up the momentum to this sound. This is during the breakdown, and then when we get to the main part again, so instead of just being a wash of a pad, this is giving a bit more momentum to the track as well. The cymbals are sort of self-explanatory. And then we've got damage, so there's the high loops, and you can see I've varied them, so there is a change as we go along. What's this one? We've got double. Now we're into cymbals as we come into the middle section, and then cymbals and a little woodblock ticking sound. So it's the same as always, building it up, and then we go back to the original sounds for the end. The mids drop out in that B section, but they're responsible for those sounds. And then, like I said, we are building all the time, so there's no low hits in the first half or the breakdown, but then we add them for that extra bit of oomph at the end, and some transition sounds as well from damage as well. Slightly different one here again. And ending off with there you go. There's not much to the mixing on this one. It's a fairly quick, should I say, cue to do. So I went through and mixed the levels, and then let the Logic mastering assistant do its job, which is what it's there for. So I think that should give you an even better understanding of how it works. So I'll play it through for you again now, and you'll probably be able to pick out all those different bits building as they go along. Don't forget, like and subscribe is always appreciated, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.